moisture meters. Good way to test how dry your firewood is or how wet it is. Works very simple. It's just an electronic device that's going to give you a reading based on how much moisture content is there. Now the typical moisture meters that I've seen, they have a digital readout, so it'll tell you the moisture percentage. This one I've had for years and I haven't used it actually. I've just resurrected it, but this one goes by sound, more specifically pitch. So what I find funny about these tools is they look like a taser, so they'd be interesting for a little party prank, you know what I mean? But anyways, I'm going to test out some wood and I'm going to show you how this thing works. We got a piece of red oak. You can see there's a little bit of cracking on the wood and it has been sitting around for a bit, but it's still very wet inside. I just hacked this open and you can see it's still got that reddish color, that it's still pretty wet. You can also feel the dampness in it. You can feel the coolness in it too because it's been sitting inside that block. So this will give you either a low tone pitch or a very high tone pitch. Let's see what it does. If it's really wet, it's going to give you a high pitch sound. You can even test this thing out and get the idea of what moisture is in your body just by placing it certain places on your body. And the ultimate, very moist on my tongue. So anyway, I'm going to take some of this wood out here. I'm going to split it open because once you have the wood sitting out to dry, it's going to dry on the outside. Some of them have long prongs that they can stick right in the wood, and that'll give you a better idea of how much moisture is in there. But this one won't go in very deep. It's very dull, the point, so it won't drive right into the wood. The wood that's at the back here is the most dry. So I'm starting with this crate here, and this is semi-dry. I don't know exactly how long this crate has been here, but it's a lot less than the crates that are behind. So let's pull out a piece, split it open, and see what happens. This is a piece of sugar maple, so it should dry relatively more quicker than the red oak. Still a little color in there, and it actually still feels cool on the inside, so I can definitely tell right off the bat that this wood is not fully seasoned yet. Let's see what kind of a reading we get. Still got some moisture, but it's not too moist. That's a good thing. Now the center, you can see, of the wood has got more color to it. That's because the wood's been drying from the outside in, all around. Even the top edge and the bottom edge, I mean, this you could see a little coloration, but that looks different. That looks like it's not because of moisture. It looks because of, actually, you know what it might be? It might be where the crack was. And then, well, I don't know why that is. That's a good question. Anybody knows, let me know. But the wood is basically dry around this section here, and right in the center it's still got some drying to do. But although I do have this moisture meter, I haven't been using it for years because I've gotten to know exactly how well the wood is dried. I try to keep track of my crates and make sure that they've been sitting for a year long. Sometimes my crates sit for over a year because my last video, I just did a video about splitting wood in the summer and you having that 6 months till you burn the wood and what to do about that. But sometimes my wood will sit for a year and a half, so I know it's dry. But I can just tell over time in a number of ways. I can tell because what happens is the wood is going to get a really gray color to it, and that doesn't mean fully dry. It means on the outside it's been out there for a very long time. The discoloration means it's been there for a long time. The cracks, they can happen when the wood's sitting unsplit on the ground, like I showed you with this oak piece. This is cracked, but this is still a very heavy piece of wood, and it takes long to dry too. So obviously if you see these cracks, it's not going to go that quick. But this, especially oak, will go a really dark, like charcoal gray color. Another way that you can tell your wood is dry is just the weight of it. You can feel that the piece is lighter, and that doesn't go for all wood. Sometimes the wood is more dense than other woods. Sometimes wood from one part of the tree is more dense than other parts of the tree. But you can tell when you're handling a lot of wet wood to begin with, and when you're handling dry wood, you can definitely tell by the weight of the piece that you have that it's a lot drier than it was before. So you'll get used to it, and like I said, if you keep track of your wood and you know when you put it out, that's the best way to know that your wood is dry. So anyways guys, thanks for watching. My name's Anthony and this is Ontario Firewood Resource. I hope you enjoyed this video. We've got plenty more. If you've already been here, thanks for watching, and like, subscribe, share, comment, and all that good stuff. So thanks again, see you next time.